All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. And salutations to the Akim out there laboring of the hopeful elect that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. And pretty much, the truth is being exposed more and more. And now, there's pretty much been in documentary put out by RT News, and I will probably bring that out in another video. But I want to get to the point of the reasoning why so much money is being sent to Ukraine. Okay, with legislation being passed, with billions of dollars being sent over to Ukraine as far as military aid. And what's happening is that there is a underground network, okay, in Ukraine that's pretty much selling a lot of the weapons from the West in the black market, and the weapons from the black market are pretty much being sold to these terrorist organizations around the world. And now you're seeing now, okay, when you follow the money, okay, and you follow pretty much where the weaponry is coming from these terrorist organizations, you see who pretty much the culprits are, man. Okay, and it's coming from the West. You see, all right. So this is why you're seeing where all this money is being sent through, and pretty much is being funneled. It's almost like uh, a hidden agenda, okay, to pretty much persecute the Christians, so to speak. Okay, because when you check things out, when you talk about these terrorist organizations such as Boko Haram, that's in pretty much in Africa, you know, you're wondering why these attacks are going on in these dark nations. You see, okay, when the West already pretty much possesses the resources of these places, but we're seeing now the persecution on the people, man. Okay, and it's pretty much, man. This, you got to remember, this devil, he has the records, man. Okay, and the scriptures say that we are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, and a lot of these terrorist acts that's going on in the earth are pretty much legs are focused on Christians. Okay, when you check things out. But right here, I have an article from RT News, and pretty much a lot of the nations, okay, over there on the continent of Africa are pretty much waking up to this, pretty much what's going on. And it says here, fourth African state sanctions Ukraine for supporting terrorism. All right, so let's read this article real quick. It says Niger says the move is in solidarity with Mali, which has accused Kiev's pretty much the capital of Ukraine, of backing rebels involved in deadly attacks. You see? And it says Niger has severed diplomatic relations with Ukraine in response to Kiev's alleged support of militants who killed dozens of Malian soldiers and Russian Wagner Group contractors in the attack last month. And it says West African states' decision on Tuesday came just 2 days after Mali took the same step, accusing Kiev of supporting international terrorism. Ukrainian officials have either indicated that Kiev had assisted in Tuareg's rebels who staged an attack in a village in Tizanozan. In an interview following the incident, Ukraine's spy agency spokesman Andrew Yusuf indicated on national TV that the insurgents had received intelligence to conduct a successful military operation against Russian war criminals. He warned that there will be more to come. Ukraine's embassy in Senegal posted a video, now deleted, on its Facebook page, among with a comment from Ambassador Yuri Povanov, who said there will certainly be other results. Now, pretty much, man, and this is why you're going to see this world war pretty much being kicked off, because this is actually rebel groups that are pretty much formed to persecute the Christians and to pretty much stage a proxy war against Russia, because Russia pretty much is has their hands in trying to build up these African nations, man. You see, and they're pretty much the fight over resources as well. You see, but we're seeing that the money laundering operation, which your RT News pretty much exposes, okay, of all this money that's being sent to Ukraine and what the use of it is being for, okay, because the use of the money is pretty much to buy weapons from the military industrial complex, okay, the weapons being sent over to Ukraine. Now Ukraine pretty much reselling those weapons in the black market, okay, to these rebel groups, man. Okay? And they pretty much, man, this devil has the records, man. So they know that we are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And they actually know where, okay, the Lord's people live, man. We're talking about you tribes, man. Okay? You see? All right? There's always been a ongoing persecution against the so-called Christians, man. You see? All right? But it says here, uh, the military government spokesman, Amadou Amaname, called the remarks indecent and unacceptable in an address on state TV's late on Tuesday, claiming that they characterize acts of aggression. You know, because they're saying that there's more terrorists, pretty much terror to come, pretty much within these nations. So you're seeing now the connection between Ukraine and these African nations, man. You see? Okay? Right? So it says, Niger, totally in solidarity with the government and the people of Mali, have decided in all sovereignty to sever diplomatic relations between the Republic of Niger and Ukraine, and with immediate effect. Amnawamde said, Kiev is yet to respond to the African state's move. On Monday, the Ukrainian foreign minister denied any involvement in terror attack and described Mali's decision to break off diplomatic ties as short-sighted and hasty. Ukraine is known in Africa as an important contributor to ensuring regional security, the ministry stated. Now, what would now you're seeing Ukraine in a full-fledged war against Russia right now. So what business would they have in pretty much in these African nations, man, simultaneously? Okay, Ukraine is not a great nation to be able to have their hand in different things at the same time, other than pretty much fun rebel groups, man. Okay, all right, to pretty much come persecute the Christians, man. You see, but it says, all right, it says because now they're saying that they've been a contributor to regional security. So here it is. They're talking about being a contributor to regional security in Africa, but they can't even hold their own country down. You see? Okay? But it says here, right? The ministry stated issuing that Bamako, which is a capital of Mali, has acted without providing any evidence of Kiev's compliancy in the ambush near the Algerian border. You see? Okay? It says, and pretty much, man, this is what's going into why we're seeing now how the West is pretty much funding terrorism around the world, man. Okay? And it's really focused on you Christians, man. All right, let's get some precepts real quick. All right, let's go to Psalms chapter 64. Okay, verse 2. And we're seeing that, man. The persecution is pretty much gonna come to the shores of Babylon soon, man. And we're seeing that they pretty much are setting the stage to that. Hence Jacob's trouble. All right. But this is Psalms chapter 64, verse 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. And that's pretty much iniquity that's going on with pretty much these armed deals that are being done behind closed doors, and which are arming these so-called terror groups, man. Okay, because these terror groups are really out there, throughout the four corners of the globe. But what is their ultimate agenda at the end of the day? Okay, you see, all right, And you can't say it's against the West because why? It's because they're going after these other poor nations, man. Okay? All right? These nations that pretty much don't have any resources. The resources have pretty much been sucked dry by the West. So what else is there to do but to pretty much try to destroy the people, man? You see? Okay? But these are the counsels of the wicked, man, that are going on behind closed doors. But what? Their own tongue was pretty much falling upon themselves, man. Okay? You see? Because you have these media outlets outside of the West that are pretty much reporting on the sales of Ukrainian weapons, or pretty much weapons that Ukraine is receiving from the West to be sold on the black market, man. Okay? It says, right? The workers of iniquity, right, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, and they pretty much are shooting their arrows in secret, man. Okay, here it is, man. They come to you with a olive branch. Okay, when the olive branch is pretty much a symbol of peace, but pretty much behind their back, they have the sword, man. You see, okay, but it says that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. And who's the perfect, man? Okay, you tribes, man. Okay, the Lord's people. Okay, because that's what they're doing. They're doing these backdoor deals and deals that are being weapons are being sold on the black market, right? To shoot at in secret at the perfect, man. Right? And it says, suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. And they're fearing that now, right? Because this man is actually, going into perdition, man. Okay? This man is actually going into destruction mode, man. Okay? And the Lord said, man, that the days have to be sped up, man, for no flesh shall be saved, man. Okay? You got the demic 2.0 coming. We got a lot of things, man. And you got war in the air. Okay? There's a lot of things that's pretty much going on, man. And pretty much civil war is pretty much being talked about, man. This is a mainstream media talking point at these days, man. Okay, with the ongoing elections going on. Okay, so all hell's about to break loose on all four corners of the earth, man. Okay, you see, but what they're making their move, man, because suddenly do they shoot right at the perfect and fear not, man. Okay, there's no fear because why? It's because they felt there's no repercussion for anything that they're doing. Okay, the power stands in their hand to do whatever there is in the earth, man. Okay, because of what? That blessing that they have, the blessing of the sword. You see, but it says they encourage themselves in the evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately, saying, "Who shall see them?" And these are pretty much these snares that are pretty much laid in where they try to get in good with these nations. Okay, all right, and pretty much, man, are pretty much set there to undermine them. All right, and set up a lot of these um uh, uh faction faction groups to go against whatever's pretty much being established there. Okay, you see, to destroy them, man. You see, it says they search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them in the heart is deep. And then pretty much, man, they have the records, man. Okay, they have the records of where our people are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, man. The Lord's people, man. Okay, you see, and you're seeing a lot of the atrocities that are going on, man. It's not by chance where you're seeing these things, man. When you hear the words of ethnic cleansing and the like, best believe, man, they know the origins of those people, man. Okay, and they know that they go back to the tribes, man. Okay, you see, all right. It says, but the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded, so that they should make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. And you're seeing people fleeing away from the ways of the West, so to speak, man. Okay? Pretty much people are aligning themselves economically and militarily with the BRICS, man. You see? In an alternate, pretty much a alternate financial system, okay, to pretty much rival the pretty much the petrodollar, so to speak, which has been the strong arm of the earth. Okay, but we're starting to see that slowly change. Okay, this is why you're seeing war in the air, man. Okay, this is more to do with economic power so to speak, man. Okay, but the underlying truth about these wars has always been persecution against the Christians, man. Okay, you had it back in 1917. Okay, with World War One. Okay, when World War One was kicking off, you also had the Bolshevik revolution in Russia, man. Okay, where they pretty much assassinated the last standing czar. Okay, and that last standing czar of Russia, pretty much Nicholas II. Okay, pretty much his line goes back to the tribes, man. Okay, we got to understand, all of those icons that were in Russia. Okay, well, where are the descendants of those people that was in those lands? Okay, you see, all right. So there's remnants of our people throughout those lands, man. All right, but they pretty much did a coup attempt on that last standing czar, Nicholas II. All right, and pretty much, man, to you see now where this war here that's about to happen, man. You go and when you go back to what else is going on? What's going on? The persecution of the Jews that was in Turkey, man. Okay, against the so-called Armenians, man. All right, okay, which are pretty much those are Jakes. You see, so a lot of this stuff was been going on throughout the earth, man, and throughout the years of war, man. Okay, whenever you want to hear something called talking about ethnic cleansing, rest assured, man, it's a war against the Christians, man. Okay, all right, right from there, all right. Let's go to Isaiah real quick. Isaiah chapter 14. Okay, it says the Lord's gonna have mercy on Jacob at the end of the day. You know, but we want to grab this quick point here. You know, that it says, speaking about Lucifer, okay, and Lucifer what is pretty much just the bearer of light, so to speak, okay, but the powers that be is pretty much the Lucifer, okay, all right, when you want to check things out, okay, you see, but it says he who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he who ruled the nations in anger is a persecuted and none hindereth. You see? And this man is pretty much is smoting the people in wrath, pretty much, man, because it goes back to the birthright that he lost, man. Okay? Going back to Jacob and Esau, man. Okay? You see? So the vendetta is pretty much alive and kicking, man. And it always has been. You see? All right? But these apparitions that against Jacob have been on a very covert level, man. You see? Okay? Right? From there, let's go to Psalms. Back to Psalms again. Okay? Psalms chapter 10. Let's start at verse 2. The wicked in his pride doeth persecute the poor, and let them be taken in the devices in which they have imagined. And who's the poor? The poor and the meek, man. Is pretty much the new tribes, man. Okay? You see? For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blessed the covetous, whom the Lord abhorreth, man. And pretty much, him and whoever else that he pretty much has on his payroll, man. Okay, because those terrorist organizations are rest assured are bought and paid for, man. Okay, and then pretty much these acts that are going on throughout the earth are being committed by weapons made by the West, man. Okay, there's no getting around that. You see, okay, but it says the wicked through his pride, the wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all his thoughts. And why would he believe that, man? When he feels like the power is in his hands, he feels like he could change times and laws. Okay, he's sitting on the congregation on the sides of the north. Okay, all right, over the people. You see, okay, he feels like by his hand he have done these different things, man. Okay, when it's all being controlled by the Lord. You see, right? It says, his ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. And as for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. And he puffeth at these enemies, man, because he looks at them as a small thing, man. Okay? This is where this man can go on in head and send out economic hitmen. Economic hitmen. Yeah, Slovakia. Yeah. This man's ways is always grievous, man. Okay, you know. All right, this man is pretty much wherever he goes, man. Death is not far behind, man. Okay, you see the blessing that he has. He's pretty much is fully exercising it, man. You know, but it's for you to be in the spirit, man, to pretty much connect the dots of all the pretty much the grievous terror that's going on throughout the earth, man. Okay, who's the person behind it, man? You see? Okay, right? It says, he have said in his heart, I shall not be moved. I shall never be in adversity. You know? Okay, and this is pretty much the mindset of E. Okay, this is pretty much his thought process, man. Okay, you know, because why? It's because he's always been always has had the upper hand. The upper hand. Okay, you see, right? His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity, and that's what it is, man. This man is created pretty much to be, you know, the truly the power of the left hand that the Lord has set up, man. Okay, you see, he's actually living by that sword, man. Okay, you know, death and destruction is his forte, man. You see, okay, but mischief and fraud and vanity, man, is of his delight. You see, okay, right? It says he sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In secret do he do murder of the innocent. Talking about you tribes, man, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, man. Okay, you know, whenever you hear of these attacks going on, you know, here, you know, over there in Africa, you know, pretty much, you know, okay, best believe, man, he knows, man, he knows who those people go back to, man. Okay, you see, you know, we're scattered amongst Ham on that continent, man. Okay, and like I said again, he has the records, man. He knows exactly where these people are, man. Okay, all right. This man is trying to reclaim his birthright back, man. Okay, first and foremost, man. All right. So now through his terror and through his tactics that he's using, you know, and everything that he got, all the tricks that he got up his sleeve, and this bag of tricks, okay, you know, pretty much to you know, set up to den the herd, so to speak, man. Okay, you see, all right. This is why the Lord's speeding the time up, man. You know, but he lurks in these villages, man, right? And in secret places do he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. All right, you tribes, man. Okay, his eyes are always upon you people, man. Okay, to undermine you. Okay, to pretty much scapegoat you, to gaslight you. Okay, you see. All right, you people are used in many purposes, man, to forward his agenda, man. Okay, you know, in the so-called average Christian, man, can't see the elephant in the room, man. Okay, you see, all right, but you know, the Lord's people, man, the Lord's men are out there, man. We were singing that new song, man. Okay, all right, and truth is going to prevail at the end of the day, man. You see, it says he lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. You see? Right? He doeth catch the poor when he has drawn him into his net. And he has different ways of drawing you into his net, man. Okay? All right? You know, and you would figure that this man would just, you know, ride off into the sunset. You know, you pretty much are own all of the resources of these nations, but now you're privily set to destroy the people itself, man. Okay, you know, and these situations are pretty much going on, but you know, you have a much more subdued way of doing things. And when you talk about the Central and South America, okay, because you know, you got these government puppets that are set up, and it's pretty much are already subduing the people, man. You know, it's already subduing you know, the resources to you know, their master, man. Okay, you see, right? But it says he croucheth and humbleth himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones. and he come in there and pretty much, he gives you the loan, and then this is how he pretty much takes over a nation and their resources, man. He gets that country into debt, and the debt is so insurmountable that they can't pay it back, that they pretty much come in and take all the resources, man. And they bring in these pretty much they bring in these economic hitmen to broker these deals, man. You see, okay, right? But it says, man, right? He croucheth and humbled himself, man. Okay, this man comes as your friend, but his own purpose is to undermine you. Okay, you see, but it says, right, that the poor may fall by his strong ones, man. You know, he hath said in his heart, the Most High hath forgotten. He hideth his face. He will never see it. And this is what he thinks, man. Okay, but the Lord is pretty much starting to make inquisition, man. And we're starting to see through the spirit the tide turning. We're seeing how this man's demise is pretty much going to line up with the scriptures, man. And that's according to prophecy. You see? All right. From there, let's go to let's stay in Psalms. Okay. Psalms. Let's go to Psalms 94. 94. Let's see. Let's start at verse 4. How long shall they utter and speak hard things, and all the workers of iniquity boast themselves? You know, okay, and this is pretty much the vengeance we know that it belongs to the Lord, man. And how long is the wicked gonna triumph, man? But it says pretty much, how long will they speak hard things, man? And what's the hard things that they speak, man? Hard things is really pretty much of the persecution, man. Okay, of ways to destroy the Lord's people, man. Okay, right? It says they break in pieces thy people, O Yahweh, and afflict thine inheritance. You see? Okay, they afflict thine heritage. Okay, again, they got the records, man. Right? They slay the widow and the stranger and murder the fatherless. You see that? Right? And we pretty much are fatherless at this time, man. Okay? All right, but the Lord is pretty much the Lord hid his face from us, man. Okay? But the Lord now is turning his face back to us again. And pretty much this knowledge is springing forth as a green herb, man. You see? It says, right? Yet they say, the Lord shall not see, neither shall the power of Jacob regard it. You see? And it's pretty much, man, when you go into there, it says talking about the power of Jacob. All right, who's the power of Jacob? Okay, you see? All right, who's Jacob? You see? Okay, all right. So you're seeing now that it's talking about the wicked. Okay, all right, pretty much going up against Jacob, man. Right? You see? It identifies it here. Okay, in this whole chapter. Okay, but it says, right? Understand, ye brutish among the people, and ye fools, when will you be wise? When would you be waking up, man? Okay, Jake is feeling to see the elephant in the room and just see things for what it is, man. Okay, here it is, man. We pretty much going into the fourth quarter right now, man, of this whole thing, man. Okay, okay, and it's gonna be a new regime change. Okay, the Lord has a rulership gonna be under new management, so to speak, man. Okay, okay, the changing of power is coming, and Jake still can't see the elephant in the room, man. Okay, you see, right? But he's also a fool. Okay, you see. But it says, "He that planted the ear, shall he not hear? He that formed the eye, shall he not see? He that chastened the heathen, shall he not correct? He that teacheth man knowledge, shall he not know?" So pretty much he's going into the axe boasting itself against the man, so to speak, man. Okay, the one that's hewing the axe. Okay, you see, all right. From there, um, let's go to Baruch real quick. All right, last precept, Baruch 4, one of my favorite chapters. Just want to snag a few verses out of here. Let's go to Baruch chapter 4, verse 25. My children, suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from the Lord. For thine enemy hath persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction, and shalt tread upon his neck. Okay, and his Lord is pretty much telling his people, okay, you know, the wrath that's come upon you, man, to suffer patiently, man. Okay, you see, pretty much the iniquity is been accomplished, man. You know, okay, so the tide is going to start to turn. It says, my delicate ones have gone rough ways, and were taken away as a flock caught of the enemy. You know, and pretty much the Lord pretty much let the heathen have their way with us, man. Okay, because he pretty much turned his back. You know, but it says, be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto the Most High, for he shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you. You know, we have to bring in remembrance, man, of what the situation is, of why we're in the situation that we're in. Okay, you see, and only the true men of the Lord are pretty much going to bring this out, man. All right? Okay? Again, the Christians are not seeing the elephant in the room, man. Okay? You know? It says, as it was for your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. And we got to seek the Lord 10 times more, man. Okay? Because we have gone astray from our power. We are our forefathers, but we have gone astray from our power, man. You see? And now it's time of reckoning, so to speak, man. Okay? You see? And the people running around talking about they saved, but you don't even understand what you are saved from. What are you saved from? Okay? You have no idea. Okay? You have no idea what's coming down the pipeline, man. Okay? That persecution is coming. You see? It says, for he hath brought these plagues upon you shall bring you everlasting joy with your salvation. So the Lord has pretty much put the left hand of power, okay, to come up and afflict us, man. Okay, to oppress us, man, to destroy us. Okay, but the Lord said, man, the Lord's gonna pretty much gonna turn the captivity, man. Okay, and you're starting to slowly see, the curses fall upon our enemies. Okay, the Lord said He's gonna do so. Okay? It says, take good heed, O Jerusalem, for he have gave thee that name will comfort thee. Okay? Miserable are they that afflicted thee and rejoiced at thy fall. So these people are going to be miserable soon to come, man. Okay? Miserable are the cities which thy children served. Miserable is she that received thy sons. This man is pretty much going to be caught with stolen property, man. Okay, when the Lord cracks them skies, man. You see? Okay? For as she rejoiced at thy ruin and was glad for thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. Okay? You see? Hey, the Lord is always dealing with balance, man. You got to remember that, man. Okay? For I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning. Okay, so this man's time is pretty much up, man. Okay, all right, and nothing but misery is coming. For fire shall come upon her from the everlasting, long to endure, and she shall be inhabited for devils for a long time. That's pretty much going into Babylon, pretty much of here in Babylon, it shows of Babylon, and it's going to be the inhabitants of these creatures, man. Okay, no man is going to pretty much dwell in this place, man. At the end of the day, man. Okay. But the point is, man, that for as she rejoiced at thy ruin and was glad at thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation, man. Okay, so pretty much, man, hey, this is what's pretty much going on, and the truth is pretty much coming out concerning this, man. And Lord willing, in another lesson in the near future, man, I want to get more in depth with that whole black market pretty much situation. Okay, where these weapons are being sold on the black market and being put into the hands of mercenaries, man. Okay, to pretty much persecute the Lord's people. You know. All right. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakakodash. Shalom.